like Master Roshi, or just like what's up with the how cute!
Fire.
Look at the puppy. Oh wait, no, it's not a puppy. It's a fucking jacket. There it is. There is a puppy. Okay, I wasn't tripping. Oh, look at your puppy.
Yo, so tell me why somebody tried to say that Friday After Next
Ugh,
is a Christmas movie.
Carlo, I can't stand your ass right now.
Isn't that shit a Christmas movie? That is a Christmas movie
Is that why
technically,
you
right?
sitting down, Maz?
I thought it
Nightmare
was a
Before
Christmas
Christmas
movie.
is a Christmas and Halloween movie at the same time. You get a 2-for-1 special. Just
I was talking
saying.
about Friday After.
They say to let it go. If it comes back, I'll know. But patience has its way of kneeling me. It's inevitable. Why wait when we both know? Can't deny this unspoken chemistry. Never occurred to me you're in it happily. Why drag it out when it's meant to be? It's temporary. He's there where I should be. Want me to wait? I will reluctantly. No matter what the world says, you're mine. Ooh, baby. He's not a factor in this. You're mine. Ooh, darling. Others can't comprehend. How could they understand? This love we have is destiny. You've built something with him. For that I tip my brim. Not relevant cause it's not with me. I'll help you make the break. If need be, I will take by force because you are it for me. Go on and take my hand. I'm here, we'll take a stand. Please do not fight what is meant to be. No matter what the world says, you're mine. Ooh, baby. He's not a factor in this. You're mine. Ooh, darling. No matter what the world says, you're mine. Ooh, baby. He's not a factor in this. You're mine. Ooh, darling.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack. His jewelry, whack. The way that he talks, whack. The way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm tight. Fuck.
Is it the pedestal that I placed her on? From where upon she's admired from? You never heard where I succumb to the point that I become undone. She has me blinded as if I'm looking directly at the sun. Because I see her as the one and only, and low-key, it's annoying the fact that she hasn't chose me. I am baffled cause she chose me but not your broski. It's obvious that I'm the better man, arrow pointed to him cause he's the lesser than. It's obvious boy to comprehend her reasoning and her choice of man. Minimum qualification to turn into accolades, it is usually in Loch Ness and Big will have a better chance of being discovered than if I were to become her significant other. Why are the smart ones always quick to make the stupid choice? Completely good but don't exist, wasting their time on fixing boys. It's disappointing because I see her now in clarity. Common sense isn't that common apparently. There's nothing I can do to win. It's beyond me but she's choosing him. My pride and I'm questioning. Started to realize that it's all of them. Time and again, she sees potential and she's bound to win. Felonies, DUIs, baby mamas, all in plural. Sounds like a great catch. Hope he doesn't become sterile. Hold up, I have to rethink my situation. Like Baby Bash said, she quick to politic, fly conversation. But I really need to analyze her thought process in choosing guys, or lack thereof, and what that implies. And if that's the case, why the hell am I even stressing it? I should know better to be getting involved in all that messiness. What does that say about my thoughts, my situation? Wasting my time on women that ain't worth the chasing. I mean, damn, she hella pretty, educated, tickle bitties. Got them curves, she independent, culture AF, fun and witty. I feel like Silky Johnson, but this is fucking nonsense. Mustering up the courage so that I may voice my conscience. I see myself as quite the suitor. I'd pursue her, not just try to do her, but OMG, I better maneuver myself away from that mess for my best interest and let it be. Put it to rest. There's nothing I can do to win. It's beyond me, but she's choosing him. My pride and I'm questioning. Started to realize that it's all of them. There's nothing I can do to win. It's beyond me, but she's choosing him. My pride and I'm questioning. Started to realize that it's all of them. Time and again, she sees potential and she's bound to win.
Too many fools will talk a big ass game, but what I'm saying is I ain't playing. Don't blame you for being skeptical. You've dealt with boys that couldn't take control, but I'm different. OG swag, gentleman, nice cologne, I got you whispering. Foot massage, Cabernet at my place, it isn't listed. Sole proprietor of this, cause you're about to get the business. Take it off right now. Your mask. I will show you how. It's okay, baby, lose control. Wait till you get a taste of me. I'll really show you ecstasy. No cap, I put it down. I know a place that'll blow your mind. The best asada you will ever find. You ain't used to this and I can see. Treat you right, girl, when you're with me, because I'm different. A real man understands how to treat his women. Leave your wallet at home when you're with me, you ain't spending. Just let it go, I know it's difficult, you're looking pensive. Take it off right now. Your mask, your mask, your mask, your mask, your mask. I will show you how. It's okay, baby, lose control. Wait till you get a taste of me. I'll really show you ecstasy. No cap, I put it down. Just leave your shoes at the door. A long day, I know your feet are sore. Take a seat, I fixed you up a plate. Some enchiladas and cold lemonade. You know I'm different. It's well deserved just for you. You know I'll be attentive. Relieve your stress every day. You know I'll be listening. Everything for a queen. Can I get a witness? Take it off right now. Your mask, your mask, your mask, your mask, your mask. I will show you how. It's okay, baby, lose control. Wait till you get a taste of me. I'll really show you ecstasy. No cap, I put it down.
What up? 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 Welcome. Mental Health. Wednesday here, 12/22/2021. The last couple shows of the year. It's very touching, and I'm just finishing sending out some of these messages to people because I should have did it a little earlier. But, you know, better late than never, my friends and family and everyone else in between. We're here. I'm sure we're going to have a pretty decent packed show. There's a lot going on in the world right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and just send it like that. I'm done trying. If you're watching this, thank you on the YouTube. I appreciate you. If you're not watching this, it's okay because we really don't care. People will attach themselves to it. Okay, cool. Moves out of the way. So we're here. Let's go. Welcome. Mental Health Awareness Wednesdays, 12/22/2021. One of the last couple shows of the year, and naturally we're here to talk. I want to build with people. And it's important that if you're just peeping this for the first time, you're just here for the very first time, that you know that you have a location for you to come and be open, and not feel ashamed to share stuff that you're going through, because believe it or not, people are going through the same things as you. It's so important to understand that. We've been preaching this the last 6 months or so to make people understand that they have a home to come to and just be themselves and not feel like they're being pressured in. We all get pressured into certain things. We all get pushed into these limits where we don't feel like we're good enough, or there's too much going on and it's just overwhelming and we don't know how to deal with it. There's lots to go about. But, we're here every week, and I want to leave this as an open platform for everyone. And naturally, every week I try to go about sharing things that are going on with me. Naturally, I just been through a lot, I think, at this point, and I feel like I'm in a position now in my life where I care for a lot of people, and whether it's taking care of them or just caring for them in general. But I've learned that that's my part in all this, most of all. It's not the best for my mental health, and right now I really want to just do a lot of music, and I haven't been able to kind of just buckle down and do it. There's always something that's standing in the way. The obstacles are ridiculous. I honestly feel like I'm put in a position sometimes where I'm not supposed to win, and I've grown to understand that it's okay. but it's also like a crock of shit in my heart. I'm like, fuck this. I can do better. I want to do this. But I'm in a weird part of my life, right? I'm taking care of someone that's sick. You know, we have all of our own problems, you know, when you deal with people that are sick. You know, it's so different between each case because every human is different naturally. Shouts to the Christmas tree. Thank you, Juice, for the Christmas tree. It looks awesome. Hey yo, you and your family experience the Griswold's Christmas right there with the large tree. Fire, I love it, bro. Where it's like fuck a star.
Bro,
It's on the roof.
Y'all don't even understand. My dad got an 8-foot tree. This isn't that, you know what I mean? We don't got enough room for that, so we just had to jam it in there and just chop off the top.
Yo,
I pushed
the seat down in my car, bro, to put it in the back of my tree. I pushed the seat down in the car to slide it in through the trunk, bro. It was fire.
My dad was so excited to get this Christmas tree. I think
I'm right there with you, bro. Christmas is very important.
So I'm just happy. Yep.
Let's go. And that's another thing I want to touch on. I think like Christmas this year is different than last year. And
something about it does feel different, bro. I don't know what it is, but it's something. It just doesn't feel the same. I don't know what it is.
I know what it is.
What it is?
I know what it is. It's hope.
Ooh.
It's hope. We see hope, and we think it's like you get inspired that it's gonna get a little better. I can hang in there. You see something that makes you smile, and it kind of makes it feel like it's not so bad. It doesn't make everything so dark and gloomy and grungy. Like last year was really hard because nobody could see anybody. This shit was like fucking lockdown. We were all in like little prison cells. The most that you could go is outside your front door or your backyard or whatever. And it made people realize that not everybody is meant for solidness, solidarity. Like to be alone with your own thoughts and you're so used to having people interaction, that's a slight torture for some when they need that interaction. That's how they function. Extroverted people did not know what to do to fuck with themselves. A lot of extroverted people realized that they had ADD, ADHD. Why? Because they couldn't sit down, couldn't do anything because it's too quiet, this, that, a whole mess of things. So you really had to sit down and get to know yourself this last year. And then what makes it different for this year is the fact that you're comfortable now. You know exactly who you are because you had to sit there in your own uncomfortableness. So in that sense that there's a hopeful well, I've been through the worst of it. You survived a pandemic. You know, you got to be grateful and have your gratitudes for things that you don't normally really be thankful for anyways if you never really thought about it, because that's what this pandemic did. It slowed and stopped everything from the way that we were living, from the way that we got to work, how we work, made people realize that I am way more than what my job entitles me to. I have a name. I'm an individual. I'm a person. I'm meant for more than just working these and slaving away at an office job, working for minimum wage with no benefits. And why am I killing myself? For what purpose? When you could do so much more with talent that you have to kind of just get the ball rolling. It made people realize and brought out hustlers in them that they didn't think they could be. Now look at where you at. People are running businesses. People, relying on themselves, are doing things a little bit differently to take care of their mental, emotional, or spiritual health. This is a big thing. This is a big trend this year. Yeah. Is everybody's focusing on mental health. Yeah, and it's slowly steadying on a rise. So in this way, if you really want to look about it in a grateful way, in a sense of the pandemic really focused on, put on, y'all need to shut the fuck up and slow the fuck down. Y'all are killing yourselves for what? A piece of paper that says that you're intelligent, that says that you're qualified. Who says that you're not qualified? Another person? But if you're qualified and you're already doing the damn thing, who gives a fuck what they do? Why don't you do it your damn self? Inspire yourself to do it. And it really put the motivation for people to get under and over themselves on what they can and cannot do, because everything is possible. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's a matter on how you utilize your tools and gifts that you are given. Regardless of the situation, you still have a job to do. Now it's up to you
Mm-hmm.
to really start the job and finish it and feel good about something or take something out of it, or you just don't do it at all and you let precious time and opportunities waste away and then you wallow in your own filth.
She not capping though.
You
She not
heard?
capping. Mars, you're the best. I just want to let you know that. Thank you for sharing and always sharing stuff every week. I know that you recently put your resignation into your job. How does that feel?
Like, do we want the sugarcoat shit or do we really want the
I
actual
mean, we
shit?
can
She
get
said,
after. We can get bold. We can
amazing.
get whatever
Okay.
you feel like sharing. I just wanted to ask you that because it is a good question.
Okay, I'm a
Jerry in the building.
fuck off. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I fucking feel.
Nice.
Like this really made me thought about like sitting in this and just like, you know what? I'm trusting the universe. I'm better than this. This does not make me happy on the mental, on the emotional, on the physical. And it's affecting everything that I'm doing that I know that I'm better for. So was the final push. I know that there are things in the works ongoing. I'm trusting in my friends. I'm trusting in the family that I am, you know, being vulnerable, pulling the layers out of, and just I'm ready for new shit to be popping. Like on the personal scale for BE, I'm excited. I'm ready to get this ball rolling. Like just let me go. I'm ready, hitting the ground going. On another scale, on the spiritual side, you know, working with Tati and doing this affirmation festival, trying to get out there for Dallas is, you know, an exciting opportunity to try to bring both worlds together and actually have like a bonding experience. So I'm excited for 2022, what brings. It's a good, an ending chapter, but on good notes. So I'm happy. I'm finally happy to where I want to do the things that I want to do, work on projects that I want to work on, and be excited to, you know, be at the hands and keyboard of writing blogs for BE, telling people, explaining what's going behind the scenes, what are we doing every week, whose guests are we having for weekly shows, you know, lead the way of like giving you a little inside weekly updates, what's going on with BE. Um, what is it? Having Juice doing mobile Mondays. I think we were discussing that, or discussing about Twitch on gaming. If you're into gaming, definitely hook up
Mm-hmm.
on Twitch. We always have great
Evilgaming.com.
commentaries
Follow
coming
my
on.
dog Juice right there. Let's get it. My
You know,
bad.
we have exciting opportunities coming up, and I'm just like, I have a lot on my plate. I'm excited of updating my technology with, you know, being talked into actually being technically sold an iPad basically by Tati here.
An iPad,
Let's
smart
go.
choice because the iPad is a great choice. It really is.
No, it really is.
I want an
Like,
iPad. I don't
I'm
even know
not
what I need it for yet. I just have all kinds of electronics, and an iPad is needed in my life.
I'm not illiterate, but I'm just like I've always been very weary with Apple, so I'm like we're gonna take the first leap of we're gonna try to put a little faith in Apple, which see with how this iPad shit goes. And then of course, you know me, I love my technology with my laptops, my gaming devices, phones. Like I'm
I
ready to
got
become,
both.
you
I got
know, business
both.
Mars. I'm ready to
Rob,
own
please,
this,
please,
and I'm ready to party up in Dallas and see what they offer too, because there's a possibility maybe go out
fine.
there, maybe see what's popping over there for a
Why
little bit,
not?
Let's
because
fucking
I'm itching
go.
for traveling. I'm ready. I'm ready to make shit happen. Let's go.
I love to hear that. See, Mars is out here
Fine,
getting
fine.
spicy tonight. Botany's driving to the IE. Um, yeah, I love to hear people share stories and stuff that's going on with them every week and changes. And Mars and us were. I seen Mars post that this morning that she was sick, and I was like, "Yo, never go back to that job again. Fuck those people." Like, are you joking? You're literally, but like, and not for minimum wage, more or less. Like, and being disrespect. Like, I could accept being paid less than like at least minimum wage if the employers are respectful. I'm pretty easy to deal with. So like, if I'm doing a job, I line up and the job's done right. That's it. But when you got people that are breathing down your neck or fucking assholes, like, man, that should be tough. That'd be tough. That's why I can never be in the food industry ever. Because I have somebody screaming at me for bullshit.
I enjoy the kitchen. Kitchen is so weird because you could talk your shit in the kitchen and then you do your work, but you don't mean you're talking shit.
Let me just run the kitchen. All right, I'll cook the food. Just have some dude standing around chopping onions and dumb shit. All right, the shit I don't want to do, I might slice my finger off. It's ridiculous. But again, I love to hear that your positivity. We're getting close to Christmas, and there's a lot of fuckery built behind Christmas and stress and issues. And she's like, fuckery? What kind of word is that? Listen, I've watched enough Trailer Park Boys.
Fuckery. Oh no.
Trailer Park Boys is the goats. Their terms are fucking hilarious, and it's just it's just unbeatable. All right.
I'll tell you this, life lessons have been learned in 2021 since started BE, since meeting Tati. Number one, people like to play your intelligence, emotional intelligence.
I be watching her videos in the morning just for energetic like shit. She be in the sun like,
what up, bro?
What the fuck's up, bro? Yo, hey, she be going.
It really be like that though.
That shit be so motivating. I can't even cap to you. I can't even cap. It's so motivating. Like, it's just cool because,
like I said,
we all generally have energy that's positive, right? But I think we forget that to share it sometimes, and like, so that those morning shares where I'm like, you know what? I need some breakfast. I need to get out there in the sun. There's no clouds. I'll make a sun in this bitch. Hold on. Like, what we doing?
Exactly. That's the whole thing. If you cannot hype up your friends or hype up, yourself, then what the fuck are you doing? Why are you not living your best life?
People learn that more now too, like to share positivity and just like to share energy in a more positive space. Especially like with us just coming out of the pandemic, like that's all we could do is like share through social media platforms and things like that to help other people get through their day. And I just think it's kind of selfish. Like if you're having a good day to not share it, you know what I mean? Like happiness is free. Sprinkle that shit on everything. You feel me? And so is kindness.
And if you cannot be happy for your fellow businesses and you're doing the same thing, what did you say? Then starve respectfully.
That whole part, I'm just saying.
It's just been on fire. Like if you cannot have any type of sense of even commitment to community, commitment to yourself, or any type of sense of, spreading at least some type of goodness throughout the universe.
I'm just convinced it's like a life-changing lunch. I'm just trying to have lunch in the car with you to change my life with energy. Because the energy is so fire. I get a kick out of that. I'm telling you, I my 20s was very weird and like negative. And being like, I'm only 34, but like being in my 30s now, I've kind of realized like how toxic that was.
Yeah.
And so now I just be seeing positivity and being like, this shit is crazy. Like, Rob, calm down. It's good, dog. But this is what it is.
I can honestly say I did not know about
You're muted, Uriel.
Until she came along. I did not know about, the I know about, Floetry, spoken word. Mm-hmm. I did not know that was a thing that you can actually start doing for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You have special programs like Anchor FM that she goes and speaks on, her thoughts and whatnot. And this is just like basically like little podcasts of sponsored by Spotify, stuff like this, that you can literally put Outcast or podcast it out into the to the world, and people literally tune into it. That you can just be speaking to yourself, like speaking words of positivity that
Exactly.
you don't even know that you're speaking on other people, literally, as you're speaking to yourself.
Amen. I love it. Keep the spices. Louie, welcome, Louie. Louie in the house with the plant by the computer. Let's go.
My boy
Let's go.
Louie.
That's my dog right there. The most positive. Me and Louie have made it a mission this whole Christmas season to buy families their presents and things of that nature, because we're so dialed in. Like, neither one of us are ballers, don't get me wrong, but you know what? We're fortunate enough to help people if it's needed. I bought a homie of mine, I bought his daughter a couple pairs of Vans, and I end up sending her like an extra pair, on top of that, just to kind of be like, yo, because she had holes in her shoes, and she like a 12-year-old, bro. Like, that's just heartbreaking to me. And he's telling me, like, yo, look, dog, we make X amount of dollars, and we barely pay our rent. California rent is crazy. I live in Sac. I'm in a townhouse. I pay $2,000 a month. You feel me? So, like, and I was paying $18 at a 4-bedroom house before this. So now I'm feeling like a failure even more. But it's like, it's cool. This place is nice. It's straight. Old place. The owner was a dickhead, so you can only do so much. But, like, it's just nice to help people. I've always tried that. Last year, I helped, like, 10 families with turkey dinners. I always try to reach out and be like, yo, what can we do? And next year, we will have a more planned, procedured layout to do Toys for Tots and do, like, our brand will contact everyone collectively and set it up. I seen a message from somebody talking about order. I want to set, and that's going to be a yearly tradition every single year. Turkey, fucking, whether we make plates or we serve dinner or we get dinners bought for a family to make themselves. Sometimes that's the only case. They're just, I can afford the gas. I can't buy the turkey and food though. And there'd be fools out there. There'd be people out there getting getting food stamps and having to sell the food stamps to pay the bills. You feel what I'm saying? I know this because that's how I grew up. It's my life. So, and I have a huge appreciation for that, and I won't let nobody go without anything ever, period. Like, if it's the last $10 I have in my bank, we're using it. Let's do it. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to make $10 tomorrow. I'm going to be good. We're not even going to think about it. Everyone's going to be solid. So, like, if you're watching this right now and you need help, do not hesitate to approach us. Approach anybody in this chat that's here right now. They will forward you to me or Louie, and we will get you taken care of. I promise you, anything y'all need, we got you, okay? With that being said, I want to leave the floor open, other than for Nick Nose Picker Bobby, or a.k.a. Botany, sorry. But I want to leave it open for anybody to just talk and share their week. If you don't want to, that's okay. But I do want to leave this open because I know that sometimes it may not be the same topic of stuff that we're going through, but we can relate to the situation. So here's your opportunity if you feel like talking. Bada bing, bada boom.
All right, I'll step up. I hope everyone's having a good day. It's been a rough year. Crazy things have been going on, All we can do is just keep on striving, keep on looking for a reason for something, I believe passion makes perfect, Once you just focus and you really do something at a purity, everything else just comes mandatory, you know what I mean? All the goodness out of it. Good stuff happens to good people. It's not complex. I don't know how it's easy to what to do when it comes to help. You know who needs it. It's just a matter of whether you want to do it or not. So it's easy for me to do it because I've already done it more than a few times. It's hard to actually do it, But you know who it is that needs the help. It's just taking that step if you're willing to do it or not, And sometimes people have a help that you can't give to them, you know, whether if it's financial help or whether it's someone that's just in this crazy denial that won't accept anything, you know. I'm gonna be true no matter what, you know. A lot of people are hard-headed, you know, so they gotta learn the hard way, you know. All you can do is just try your best to steer someone the right way, you know, and keep on helping the way you are and kind of understanding your boundaries too, you know. You always want to know your discipline. You don't want to ever be aggressive all the time, you know what I mean? And you want to go to a drive-through, you don't ever want to be rude. That's the last person you want to be rude to, you know? Someone's upset. You don't know why they're upset, you know? You get upset for anything. Other people might think it's something small or whatever, you know? That's why you always got to be understanding. Everybody's there for a different circumstance, you know? Yeah, but that person makes more money than me. Yeah, but, well, I mean, it is what it is. You just got to just stay kind of in your lane, you know? Eventually you'll fit in. And, you know, I try to be a universal puzzle piece, you know? Always fit in with everybody. Try to understand everybody and all that, you know? I like to move that way. It's easier to just always be open-minded instead of just coming in expecting to just be better than someone. It's weird to me sometimes when you approach someone with an idea and they just have a better idea for some reason, you know? But it throws them off when you accept it. Because, you know, they're just so used to being so argumentative that you don't have to be that way, you know? You don't always have to be aggressive. I always say it like as a sign of a defense, you know? Someone gets offended for some reason when they don't have to be. They always have to be one up. Always, you know? But when you just kind of give them the microphone and you give them the light, they just don't want to proceed, you know? They don't want to take charge. But that's all right, though. There's nothing wrong with that. Those are the kind of people that I want to always kind of gravitate towards, you know? Like, why are you like that? Don't be like that, you know? You never know. That's just the thing, you know? So, and that's what drives me to just keep helping. You're going to find someone that needs help one way or another, you know? But the thing is, you got to just understand, hey, you know, I'll give you a positive, but just kind of like help you get up. I can't always just be picking you up every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, all right, bro, I already got you up. I'm not here to just keep, that's not how it works. I already helped you. Now you got to just kind of go on your own. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. It's reality. People are just so stuck in this weird fantasy that there's going to be this time in life where you just randomly level up.
Yo, there's some real shit being spit right now, y'all, and I appreciate you being here. Lock Power Trucking.
Might
What's
happen,
up, dog?
something
Love
might not
you.
Everyone
Everyone that's here, Antonio, thank you for being here.
A lot of people have a hard time accepting
Peter,
it,
thank you for being here.
So with that and trying to help people,
all y'all, thank you for being here, y'all.
It's a
y'all the best,
job,
man.
But it's easy if you have a passion to really want to do it, you know. But I try to always just help and just kind of give that way of thinking towards people. Makes their life a lot easier. You know what I mean? You wake up in a better mood. You know, I don't ever go to sleep in a bad mood. I don't ever come home from work in a bad mood. I don't ever wake up in a bad mood. None of that shit. You know, because I'm doing it for a reason, and then my reason is
you're the man, Louis.
Role model. You know what I mean? So, but I just try to speak on universal shit. You know, now it's something that everybody can kind of soak in and be like, oh, all right. You know. So, yeah, it's easy. It's hard to lead, man. It really is. But I'm sure everybody will get there. You know what I mean? Ain't no thing. You just gotta unmute the mic and say something.
Ashley Wright, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you.
Beautifully said.
Bobby, don't be smiling like that. Yeah, I want to leave this again. I want to continue to leave this open for anyone to talk. Louis, amazing share. I appreciate you for sharing your time. I know you've been doing your thing. You're out there working in Oregon. You're all the way from family all the time. Uriel and a lot of people could probably attest to that, being away from family or people that you're with or fuck with like on a regular level. It's hard, bro. It's hard. It's a hard situation. and you learn to grow behind it. So I want to set this out and allow anybody that feels like speaking. It looks like Uriel's ready to go. He got the blue beanie and the hat on and everything. He ready to go. I want to let my motherfucking bro and the co-founder of this shit speak, because I'm going through kind of a situation like he is, but his is just its own independent situation, you know. So I want to let him share everything that he feels like. So let's go. I got y'all.
Word. Hello, my name is Uriel J. Winfrey III. My friends call me Castleface, Rach, if you know me, Yurdi, a bunch of aliases. I just wanted to jump on here and touch on a few things. Just personal experiences. Maybe you might be able to relate. Or maybe you are going through it as well.
No, thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much.
I have
Thank
a
you,
father
everyone,
who
for being on
has
here,
been dealing
working with
with
us. I love y'all. Appreciate
dementia and Alzheimer's. And a few of my siblings have gotten together over the years and try to help his situation. It's very difficult. He's a Vietnam vet. Um, Putting him in a home was probably one of the most heartbreaking things I've seen personally. Just the way he was taken out of his home was just fucked up. My dad is a Vietnam vet, like I said. He put in hours, countless hours, and put his life on the line for this country. And
There's a lot of respect there for that.
Was not given the proper medical care for his mental state after. So it complicates a lot of things for him now. And growing up as a kid, you know, it definitely made the house difficult. But being older, in retrospect, you know, it helps mold you as a child and see how people deal with these things. When you get older, you see different things. But not even his situation, which is really messing me up right now. It's my grandmother. She's not doing too well, and I went up to Virginia to go see her. And I have a cousin who is you know, taking care of her. And it's just something about that side of the family where talking is just not, nobody's able to talk. We can't have a normal conversation without somebody arguing, getting cussed out. Thanksgiving, somebody gets thrown in jail. Like, it's always something. It's always something. So I guess in retrospect, be easy with each other. You know, not everybody can deal with this shit. Like, um, there's no instruction manual on dealing with any of this shit. And everybody's processes these situations differently. So let's be easy on each other and give everybody a chance to kind of digest this new information that we're getting in the world, because as a whole, we're not doing good. We're not doing good. We really got to take the time to listen to each other and try to see where we're coming from, where people are coming from. Like my man says, got to be a universal puzzle piece. Instead of being that jagged piece that's super hard and always going against the grain, man, humble yourself. I'm really trying to. There's a couple of things that I try to work on. Is like when somebody's bringing up a story about something in a conversation, instead of bringing up a situation that's about you and trying to be like, "Yo, I did this, I did that." Why don't you just say, "Yo, that's cool, man. Can you tell me more about that?" You know, listen. Actually listen to the person and what they're saying. Engage in what their experience was instead of sharing your experience. Just listen. Help. That is just, listening is super huge. Yeah, let's just be kind to each other. Another thing I want to touch on is, you know, a lot of us are people pleasers and we go hard. We don't take care of ourselves. You got to take care of yourself. You have to rest. Rest is a part of the hustle. That is extremely important. Water, rest, food, exercise, all these things they play a part in your everyday hustle and trying to get to that next level. You can't get to that next level if you fucking curing a hangover every other night after you get off of work, and you're just working for somebody else, and then you just come home, get fucked up, and you're not doing anything for yourself. It's just this wheel that you're just going on. Get off that wheel and tap in with yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to others. Listen to the earth. Smoke some weed and stop hating. Move with love in your heart, and just try your best. I know that everybody's going through it, so move with love in your heart. Thank you for allowing me to give you guys some of my personal experiences and allowing the floor to be open. It's always BE, baby. Let's go.
That's my motherfucking brother right there, dog. Like, this BE shit would not exist if it wasn't for Uriel. He is the other key component why I was so confident about starting it, because I was working on his music and we done known each other for so long. Like, we never worked together. It's like Julio. We known each other for so long, we never worked together. So it's like it doesn't always add at the same time, you know, but that always brought a lot of confidence. Like, we're starting Born Evil. It might just be me and Uriel for a little bit. You know, we might just run music and tell everyone to suck a dick for a little while, you know, if we need to. We in there like swimwear. This fool already makes certified hitters. I could just be the grimy fucking gully white dude that hangs out with him. We're good. We working, baby.
You're really gonna go tell me to go suck a dick? Like,
no,
you
not
really
you.
gonna tell
Not
me
you.
that?
You're a great person.
I'm just saying, because I'll go do the damn thing.
I know. But you know, it reminds me, like, this year's a lot different than the first year, though. You already know that naturally. I know you're just trolling me. This year is different than last year. This year we decided to, when we had a meeting at the beginning of the year, me and Uriel told a bunch of there was a lot more rappers, y'all. There was a lot more rappers. It was really kind of a depressing time because we had to tell people, yo, you need to be serious or you're going to get kind of like marked out. Like, you're off the roster. You know, and we try to kind of treat it like there was going to be like a preliminary lower bracket, but realistically, these guys they're not loyal. There's not a loyalty factor there. There's not like there's too many Chiefs, not enough Indians.
Period.
Work.
Loyal.
Put the work in, or like, yo, if you don't have 15, 20 years in this shit, you have no business even speaking to me. A matter of fact, you can't even call Julio. You gotta send us an email via bornevil.com. You can't even talk to me. Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a nobody in every other factor. I'm not to troll myself, but I'm a somebody in music. I've been a part of music my whole life. I have a respecting factor on this coast. I've been doing this. We hosted hip hop weeklies. We've done a lot of stuff, but this is why it creates a great vibe, because Born Evil wasn't created just for music. It was created for a collective. It was created so that we could do mental health. Although it wasn't planned, mental health just kind of works itself out. I'm down to share my business. I'm not afraid. Yo, I done had a hella losses. Uriel we all had hella losses, all of us. So that's why it makes it fire, bro. Like, you can't even create organicness. You can't fake it. It just does it on its own. We don't even plan everyone to be here. Folks are just here, and that's why we love y'all. It's because we're able to do that. So, with that being said, damn it, here is another open floor plan for everybody. Whoever feels like talking, I just want to leave it open for y'all. So, I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Let's go. Hey, she's ready. She's ready. Juice, I know you're ready too, brother.
I'm gonna get your eye pump. No, I'm just playing. That might happen naturally. Hi, I just want to say you guys are some beautiful souls, by the way. You guys know that? Like, seriously.
Thank you.
Like, seriously.
Likewise.
I just wanted to kind of piggyback on like how things have been going in the discussion. I really liked it. A few things brought up in the community aspect, especially with it being like
shout out to Born Evil Bobby working really hard.
I really liked Louis' commentary as well too, regarding like, you know, how you treat people when you're in public. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people are kind of like like narrow-minded in vision. We are naturally as human beings. You need to learn how to expand your vision a little bit, right? Though, I like to kind of think of it as like you have 15 minutes of fame with every person you interact with, right? Most of the time, like when we're going through life, we're only worried about our story, our role, our movie. But every time you change paths with somebody else, that's your 15 minutes of fame in their movie. And if I ran it back to you, do you like the way that you look? Like, I want you to think about that every single time. You go get like a bottle of soda at 7-Eleven and like you're hella irritated and it's not even the cashier's problem. Like, that's your 15 minutes. And if I played it back to you when she gives you the wrong change and you start whoop hooping and hollering and making an ass of yourself in the life, like, do you like how you looking in your 15 minutes of fame in somebody else's story? Because sometimes we get self-centered and we only think about like how we looking in our story and where our story is going. In my story, I'm having a bad day. Or in my story, I'm in a rush. And we're not considering how other people's stories are going. But you're constantly making features in other people's stories. And I just want you guys to, again, be mindful of how you looking out here. You feel me? If I played it back to you. Because then you would be like, oh, okay. It puts you in perspective. And that's the thing of it too, because it's like, well, other people see you because it is played back. Other people see you in the store. Other people see you talking to the drive-through lady like that. She got to see you, and like that's all she knows about you. You know what I mean? Like, you have to educate people on what you are. And if there's something that you don't like or that you don't agree with, you have to, like, instead of like try to, I guess, argue them down or be combative about it, you have to lead by example. And that's how you lead by example, is making sure that you have good 15-minute features in other people's stories. And other than that, you will never lose when you put community over competition. I would just like, okay?
Bless your heart, girl.
I want you to really understand that. It's like, me as a humanitarian, kind of like what Louis touched on earlier too. It's just like, it's just there. You kind of just have it to help. We also understand, how not to get played and having to be on that scale of like, there's a difference between being of service and being used, manipulated, and abused. Okay? But at the same time, you never lose when you put community over competition, because then they have to, answer for their own sins, because that's their 15 minutes with you, right? When they used you or they wanted to compete with you when you were trying to be community with them, okay?
You're literally the best. You made between you and Mars, I'm literally losing my mind right now because you both have so many great points. Louis came here and spazzed. I love it, man. You're I love hearing all the different thoughts on the week for everyone and realizing how comparable everything is. And then I hear comparable the situation and I get all hype like it's like a cool rap song, or it's like everyone's problems I'm getting excited over, and I'm not trying to, but it's just cool because a lot of us don't even realize that it's so openly comparable to everything. Like, you may not even, it might seem like a totally different situation, but when you really look at the whole spectrum of it, it's the same. We're literally struggling the same situations over and over and over. It might be one for one of us right now, but we've all been through that one. And it's like planned. Go ahead, Mars. Go ahead. I'm just here talking.
No, you could. No, you go. You finish. It's just going to say that.
You're the boss here. You run operations.
We are one.
You just run operations, Mars. You're the boss.
Oh, no. Stop that.
You like that? Hey, no, I'm leaving the floor open for anyone. I'm just here to kind of spectate and talk back and forth with everybody.
I am you. You are me. We are one. Literally means that we are all connected some way, somehow, some form. We've all made literal connections with each other, with our little small groups, our small following of, those who are hearing the message, then you're really listening. It's meant for your ears. Those who are not listening, it's not meant for you. There's different messages for different people at all times. It's just the way that your tone talks to people. If you're on the right frequency of some sorts, you're going to have that connection. You're going to feel that vibe like, yo, are we connected in some way or form? Because I feel like I know you. You have some sense of familiarity. And it's usually on You're going to connect people who feel your pain on a different level. You're going to connect with people who feel your sadness on a different level. You're going to connect with people who feel your hype on a different level. And when I mean by hype, I mean like when you throw positivity at somebody, they're not going to look at you and like, bitch, you weird. You're doing too much. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm not doing too much. You're just used to having people doing too small. There's a difference. I'm not intimidating. You are intimidated. My light is not too bright. You're just used to having people playing small roles in your shit and literally leaving you out of your own shit. And that's the difference for being a confident person and then someone who's not conceited, and an ignorant, arrogant person, someone who is conceited and all about small vibrational energy.
I was making sure Jerry wasn't trying to like unmute and make a point. I just want to make sure. I'm smart. I was trying not to cut you off. I love the points. I'd like to leave the table open for anyone that feels like speaking. Juice, what's up, Juice? Do you feel like talking today or not, brother? I know you were going to, so I want to offer you. If you don't want to, it's no problem.
No,
Let's go.
This week, fuck, man. To be real, bro, I just been in the funk this week. You can say, just been mainly getting sleep, bro. Like I just get high and then just be sleeping, bro, and then work. Like you know what I mean? It's just I don't know what it is. Like it's probably just the time. I don't know. This is just me.
Because it was one of your days off recently. I want to say yesterday or the day before you weren't online all day.
I wasn't.
Which is rare for you.
I was off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I worked Thursday through Sunday. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like I just been sleeping.
Is Christmas depressing for you over there? Do you think?
Maybe this year it is. It's a different environment because I will be home for the first time in like 2-3 years, bro.
Fair. Absolutely.
Yeah,
bro.
I used to be up north in Fresno for the holidays because I used to be with Bubba and his family.
Yeah, so this year is a little different because you're with family and you really don't know how you don't know what to expect. I have that same shirt, Def. Thanks a lot.
Fire.
I had it first.
I buy nothing but Champion. It's ridiculous. Except for I only wear my own brand or Champion, bro. Which is, come on, edible
I wear
brand.
Fila too, Gucci, Louis Vuitton.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I do. You want to bust it out?
I don't because it's not the time for it, sir. Thanks a lot.
Bust it. Bust it.
Nah, that Juice. It's good to hear that at least you're staying somewhat positive in the whole reaction of everything. Def, I mean, this is kind of a weird asking, but are you interested in sharing about not smoking pot? And how that
yeah, for sure.
Has that fucked with you in any way, in the sense other than like, just normally just wanting to smoke pot because you're a fucking $10,000 a gram dabber?
So I speak my mind more, when I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? When people used to get on my nerves or whatever, in my head I'll be like, fuck this dude or fuck this girl, and then I just go take a dab and forget about it, bro. Smoke that away. But now, like, if you fucking say some shit, I'm like, nah, that's stupid, bro. That's not right. I'll tell you straight up now instead. 'Cause I shouldn't give a fuck, bro. But like the dab is what makes me not give a fuck sometimes. And now I kind of give a fuck, which I shouldn't still, bro. Unless it's like my immediate family,
That's spicy.
Yeah, I mean, I still try not to give a fuck, but like I just get irritated. I'm like, look at this dumb motherfucker right here. Is that really the way you think? You know what I'm saying? Whereas to before, I'd just be like, you know what? I'm gonna go take a dab for this dumb motherfucker right here.
I kind of feel like that has like its positivity. Like when I'm listening to it, it looks like you took your blinders off.
I'm glad I got to meet you, bro. You're a great guy.
Yeah, because it looks like, it sounds like before you were like numbing being awake when you would like see that, okay, this doesn't make sense, or this is dumb. Why are you doing this? Why are you saying this? This isn't serving a purpose, or it's not offering something to the universe that's purposeful. Like, so now I'm getting irritated. You know what I mean? And with you being like sensitive to that type of energy of like things that are just of no use, and then for you to numb it, with overindulgence, and then stop numbing it. Like, you are awake now. You can see, and that's why you're so irritated.
Man, I don't know.
I
I
just
just
like
feel
to
like I shouldn't give a
welcome.
fuck about people so much, but I do.
That's the thing, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what you're suppressing. It's almost like you're, when you were getting intoxicated, you were suppressing your humanitarianism. And like, now that you're not high, I think it's like I think it's amazing. I know it's going to take you a while to like get used to that, but like, now you're like learning how and removing the blinders of like caring about other people and their roles and their stories, and even the ones that are retarded, which is really, really great. You know what I
I
mean?
heard
Even the
that.
ones that are
Demons
retarded.
Empath 101.
Period. You feel me? Like, but even the ones that are retarded, everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? And you kind of gotta like find that balance now that you have removed, that crutch and kind of that coping mechanism, to find a new coping mechanism that's a little bit more healthier, which is what you're doing. Which I'm super proud of you, by the way.
Oh man, I
Um,
appreciate that.
and it's kind of like learn a little bit of like energetic detachment. You know what I mean? Like, you can see things and not latch onto them and run off with them. You can think things
Mm.
and not attach to them and then run off of them. You know what I mean? Give them space, thank, and gratitude for like coming up and having their own purpose, because nothing happens without purpose. And it's serving you in some way, even if to show you like, hey, this is wrong. Okay, noted. Thank you. Goodbye. Like, I'm not gonna get attached to it and run off with it. And you don't need outside influences to have that skill. Your body naturally does it. Okay? I shouldn't tell.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm weeding. I'm weeding out the bad.
Yeah, there you go. It's like sorting it of like, okay, well, this one really matters. I should get attached to this one. I'm willing to put up
Yeah,
the
I
picture
guess
on
shit that I
for.
would tolerate when I was smoking, I just have no patience for it now. Which is a good thing. I'm like I'm getting it out of my life.
Period. I love that. Congratulations.
I just
Thank
don't
you.
tolerate
Appreciate that.
things anyway. I just still smoke pot just to smoke pot at this point. It's ridiculous. I still don't tolerate things. You probably let things slide sometimes. I'm just like, fuck sliding things. They gotta get the fuck out of my life. Slide right off the cliff, bitch ass bitch.
You know what? It's the real fuck it energy. Before I would
Yeah.
just take it that me like fuck it, bro. I don't give a fuck about that. Let
It's
them
cause
do whatever.
it's cause my
And
mom's
now I'm
is
like,
always
yo,
like
don't get
that.
close to me, bro. Don't call me no
I just
more.
remember my mom's being like, close the door, and then I look out the window, she's fist fighting a bitch on the porch. Like, what are you doing? yo, so I try to be very positive as a young and 34-year-old. I try to be very positive, but I also am reminded of my roots. Drug dealer, savage.
Or your famous quote for the ending of 2021. You're white and you're being emotional.
Yikes. Listen, I'm like, oh my God. She really thought I was going to start, like, I don't know what she thought. Like, I was going to start getting racist or something because she said that. I'm like, what does that even mean? Listen, lady, I grew up around black and Mexican people, and I don't like white people that much. Mind you, I'm Portuguese and Italian, so I know I'm mildly white in the sense, but Jesus Christ, leave me alone. Yo, you little spicy
Let
ass
him live his
motherfucker.
life.
Like, yo, I'm not even talking music. I'm just a white guy. Leave me alone. Fuck. So what? I get sunburnt. What do you need from me? What is it really changing? But I want to point out, shout outs to Def for being able to have the control to take the break and run out this probation, which we're gonna help him get off a little early. We're planning a little recommendation letter for him from a legal business. FYI, shout outs to me paying the bills, and us just making sure that this shit's right, man. Like, Dev is a really solid dude, and he took a chance to come over here for Friendsgiving, and that was just like, that shit's tight. Louis, too. Louis, I never met Louis in real life. I've known him for years online.
Yeah, Louis got me there, bro.
They pop out the Friendsgiving. We had fun, and that's the point of it, is like the community, and collectively we should be able to accept each other for whatever it is our problems are, or issues or stuff we've gone through. We're all still here to support each other at the end of the day. And Friendsgiving showed a lot of that. You get to get all these people that, like, a lot of the people don't even know each other. Like, Friendsgiving last year, before this recent year, was like a lot of BE heads that knew me and Uriel, and like folks that fucking hung around. And this year it was like there was more people in the room that we collectively met in the last couple months or the last couple years, you know, like that just were there. You know, so it's cool. I love it. And, you know, I want to be able to create a safe space for everyone, whether it's us just doing this or folks pulling up to eat food for the one time. With that being said, I want to leave it open.
Friendsgiving was awesome.
Yo, you're the man, bro. You and Louis pulled up. So much fun. No cap. Louis tried to act
Louis,
like
bro, for real. Louis, not happy without Louis.
Louis pulled up and acted like he wasn't tight at rapping, and then showed songs, and I'm like, you're a fucking dirtbag. Be hiding all the good music. I'm dead ass. If I'm not trolling y'all. If I would never even say that if I wasn't being serious. Because if you was whack, I just tell him. And then me and Louis would still high five because he would accept that I was being honest with them. Then we could figure out a plan about making him better. But like he's better than all of the anybody that's ever was considered JV amongst the brand. Or anybody. He's a varsity runner, bro. Hold on. He said, hold on. We gonna run up a project of his, and everyone's gonna be like, damn, this fool is nice. It's shocked. I was shocked. I was excited.
Bro, and he doesn't front, bro, what he's rapping about he lived through.
Yeah, no, that's what I like it, though. That's the same way I am. And I always wondered why, like, his questions were so in keen with everything. But it is what it is. It's fire. Real quick, though, let's leave this open to... Was that good milk? Yeah, that's my dog. That's my bro. That's my friend. He has a castle on his face. Show him the castle. Show him the castle. Show him the castle. Castle on the face.
Yeah.
That's my dog right there, bro. This motherfucker's a certified animal. Oh, man. This is my friend, bro. I know this dude. Fuck. Yo, nothing's more funny than saying shit like that and like Uriel making the face like this motherfucker absurd. Yo, January, if you need tattoos and you're in the area, my man will be here collectively. He can sign you up in the Bay Area. Or if you're like aficionado BE shit, we could probably align it here at the house. It's up to him.
Just so everybody knows.
Deposits.
You do hit me. I do require $100 deposit that comes off the final price of your tattoo. This is not a shameless plug. I just have to explain this because people like to talk about hypothetical tattoos all the time. So it's just like, hey, you know, we could set up a consultation. I would need $100 deposit to make this official.
Tattoos ain't free?
No, and my time is not free. So
a period.
Time is money, bro.
Exactly.
I have one whole tattoo on my arm. It's from Uriel. No cap. Shouts to Uriel. I'm gonna get some more though now because Uriel just keeps trying to give me tattoos when he comes. Like, yo, what's up? You don't want to just throw this on you? I'm just it's just because like, yo, it's just because you know my drinking habits are terrible. So I feel like I'm literally gonna die every time I'm gonna get a tattoo at midday because I literally.
Next time we see Rob, he's gonna have face tattoos.
I won't because Uriel won't let me get a face tattoo. I have to get a couple more tattoos to earn hands or face.
Gets higher, so just get you tatted up, face and all.
All right,
neck.
I love you.
We'll start off at the neck.
Neck.
I don't really have a neck, so it doesn't. You can't do that. It doesn't work like that, dog. It doesn't work like that.
Wow.
There's no neck. There's no point even trying to do. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. It's gonna look like it's gonna go from Kermit to a smashed green blob. Cheers. Cheers to you, sir.
Fuck.
Yo, I want to leave this open for anybody that feels like speaking about their week this week. Talking about anything that's going on with Christmas related situations or anything. Yeah. It's open for you guys.
If your Santa Claus don't look like this, I don't trust you.
Hey man, I love what you're doing for your kids, bro. Your son, bro, when you told us about that Santa shit, I was like, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah. He's gonna just think that Santa, you know, like I think it's very important to keep kids.
I do too, bro.
Yeah,
that's why I love it.
Yo, he's just gonna know Black Santa. I just try to like keep him focused and not distracted by any of this other bullshit. Like
the
he's
propaganda.
fully vegan. He's gonna Black Santa all day, every day. Yeah, skinny Black Santa. I can't wait to put on my Santa costume. It's gonna be sick.
Let's not act like Uriel didn't beat diabetes, but you know.
Please tell me that's gonna be an album cover too one of these years.
Oh, don't be surprised. Uriel's. Wait till the new project that we, the Uriel Absurd project at some point in 2022.
Let's go with Christmas.
We haven't actually even discussed it completely, but it's probably gonna be needed.
I really need to just come to Cali for a couple days and sit down and just unload all the music that I've been hoarding and just give it to you so you could just take care of it.
It's nothing. You already know the vibes, bro. It's all we do, bro. You just sit down, you do the work, I'll help do the work. We make classics. Listen to all the songs from Chakras and shit too. Like,
dude, that was a great song.
I never realized how effective the speaker setup and the way that I do things is until I hear the songs on these little 25-watt speakers in my room in here. And I'm just like, yo, these are grinders. Like, it's running the bass in weird locations that it should not be on little fucking Logitech speakers. Like, it's weird, but it's tight. Like, it's what it is. Droey, what's up, dog? You here, Droey?
Yeah.
Do you feel like speaking tonight? I know you've been going through, getting your car set up and all that.
My bad. Yeah, I had to shut this off. Hold on.
You're okay, brother. Take your time. Take your time. You know, Yurt's here. Everyone's here. Louis here. He's not judging you, but he's here.
Okay.
Did you get the transmission in your car yet?
No, it's not in there yet.
What's stopping you? What's going on right now? Tell us how it's going for you.
No. Right now, everything's been just I don't know what I'm blinding shit up. Everything's just been like really slow, you know? Just like I feel like all my problems and shit, I didn't want to put on a lot of people, you know. I didn't want to feel like I was like bringing anybody down or anything like that. But there was this one of my mechanics that I was supposed to have work done. Fucking, he was in the hospital for his liver and his kidneys and shit, and I didn't want to like be like, hey, bro, like, you know, we still got to put that transmission in my car, you know, like, nah, bro, like, I wanted to be there for him.
No, priorities for sure.
Yeah, I was like, if you need anything, bro, I'll be here for you. And he fucking mentioned the other day, he was like, nah, bro, like, we got to get your car done. I was like, nah, just relax, just chill, do what you got to do. So I haven't really been like on that shit, you know. What I've been focusing on was like a job because, you know, I lost my job because I lost my car, you know. So I fucking end up getting a job, end up passing the piss test, fucking thank God. I end up passing everything, you know. I end up getting the job at O'Reilly's for parts delivery. So I think I start work next week after Christmas.
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you. So it's been a long time coming, and like I just been like fucking writing lyrics constantly, you know. Like Ab knows my computer's been fucking fucked up, so I haven't been like having my studio up and going. Like usually if my computer's going, like I'll be in the fucking studio all day, like during this bullshit, you know. But it's just everything's been slow. It's been hard to get motivated. But the past week, honestly, like it's been really different with getting the job and everything, and just having everyone to talk to, like being reminded that like, hey, like we're all going through it too, you know, like don't be afraid to not say anything, and you know, you got to speak up, you know. So it's just one of those things, bro. Like I just got to stop being so scared to say anything, and you know, get rid of that pride and shit. Like, you know, we couldn't really, you know, express how we really feel growing up or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like now being a man and shit like that, you know, you have this fucking manly type of fucking mindset where it's like, hey man, suck it up, like it's good, like, you know, it's cool, but sometimes, you know, you want someone to listen, you need someone to talk to. So, you know, Mental Health Wednesday is always something to look forward to. You know, it took me a long time to come back over here and share something, to be honest. It's been a minute.
That's good. That's good that you came back. I think another thing that this week that I really focused on too is that I was trying to tell my homies is that it's okay for us men to be vulnerable, to express our feelings, and to cry. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay. There's no rule that says, yo, you got to be tough. You got to suppress all your feelings and you got to pay for everything. You got to do, you just, no, you can chill. You can be human.
Definitely.
Allow yourself to go through that shit, my dude. Proud of you, man.
Thank you so much, man. And it's like I've gone through this so much times, bro. Like job to job, car to car. Like I've gone through this shit so much times, you know. And but when I went through all that shit, I was with somebody, you know. I haven't been with this girl in like almost almost like 10 months now. Like we haven't really been like really like that, you know. But fucking for 4 years I was with her. So like whenever anything would happen, you know, I had some help and I had someone who was there for me. You know what I'm saying? Like right then and there, I was living with her and shit. You know, so like going through this again, but alone, it was just
Nah,
like
nah, nah,
way
nah,
more
nah,
difficult,
nah,
you know what
nah.
I'm
See,
saying?
that's the
It was
thing.
like fuck
You got
that. It was
you.
like
You got
exactly
you.
you can't be dependent. You know, like this
Yeah.
is what I'm doing. Like this is what I gotta do and shit. So I just like
100, you got
Ain't
you.
nobody gonna take care of yourself better than you,
But
baby.
yourself, you feel me?
exactly. And I realized like how much I was taking care of her more than I did myself. You know, so
Yep.
now that I have myself, like, hey. I'm biting myself in the foot. I'm kicking myself in the ass now, you know, where it's like, damn, like all this mental health and shit should have been like up and going, you know, 4 years ago when I was with this chick. You know, I should have been like taking care of myself, you know. But you know,
Yeah.
now I'm just going through it and fucking it feels good to bring myself back and to have people supporting me. So I
Yeah.
love
You
it.
woke up. You woke up this morning. You got some breath in your lungs, and you're able to get the shit done.
100%.
Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Yo,
And I
y'all.
also like to highlight the point that like you were immediately repaid for having a good feature. You
Let's
see how that
go. Let's
happened?
go. Talk that
Just
shit.
saying. I'm just saying, like, that's awesome. I think that's awesome that like you prioritize somebody else and their situation over your situation, even though your situation is just as valid and there's no one that's bigger than the other, but you still took the time to like be of service to someone else and give them safe space. And you were immediately
I know how
repaid
it
for
feels,
that
you know.
action with the new job. You see how good community features work, you guys? So we're like, you just be decent and of service and you have good features and other stories. And then even when it's like you're going through your own and you're mad, you know, it's amazing that you know, the universe immediately repays you. It's like, you know what I mean? You're having a bad day and the cashier's having a bad day. You leave the store, you do a good job in your feature, and then all of a sudden you found $5 on the ground, like when you walk out. You know what I mean? Things like that of that nature of just absurd. It's like spread it as much as you can wherever you can. Like even when you barely got enough, like for you in a sense, towards like, hey, I'm having a rough time too. But you know what I mean? I care about your rough time as well. You know what I mean? Matching people's energy and like just sharing positivity. Just sprinkle it on everything. The repayment from it is insane. You know what I mean? Congratulations on the new job, by the way.
Yeah, let's get this money, baby.
Period, poo.
It's money.
Get this money, baby.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for everyone
Yo,
sharing this
Dro,
shit.
you're the man, bro, and I'd
Yeah,
love to hear
thank
your
you for letting
story
me
as it
take the
goes
time to
along,
speak.
my guy. You already know the vibes. It's good to hear that you're at least getting stuff kind of dialed in and figuring out where you're at. And it's also good to know that you're not alone in this factor, bro. You don't have to stretch on. You have a lot of positive, powerful friends that will help you get through this with you and your crazy hair you have right now. All right, you have the crazy hair going on right now, my guy. All right, and that tells me number one that you're having a good time, but it also reminds me that your
Ooh.
hair is kind of wild, dog, and it's
Yo.
time to.
So here's the thing.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the thing with that. Once you take care of yourself, when you feel good, you do good.
Let's
Don't
shake
forget
today
to
too.
groom yourself. When you go get that haircut on Sunday and on Monday, you
Woo-wee,
like,
you
oh
will
shit,
feel
but you forget.
amazing.
All right, get it on Friday. Hit that weekend. Yo, that haircut, my dude,
Yeah,
go get your nails and
the
feet done.
confidence,
Go get a
bro.
massage.
Yeah.
Yo, you are gonna feel so fucking good, and you're gonna look good, and people are gonna be like, "Yo, are your nails done?" And just be like, "Yeah." Sometimes I go get my nails done. I take care of myself. Yo, they're gonna look at you either two ways. They're gonna be ignorant as fuck and be like, "You get your nails done? Like that's gay," or they're gonna be like, "Yo, I like this nigga. He's on top of his shit. That's the hands I want to touch. That's the hands I want to touch me. That's how it's gonna be, my dude. That money's gonna touch a lot cleaner. It's just gonna feel so good. Yo, get you lined up, boy. You're gonna feel like guarantee. Call me back after you get a haircut and let me know how you feel. Cause I'm gonna get a haircut that same day. We're gonna do a BE haircut day. That's where you go get your hair. Everybody go get your hair did. Go get your nails done. Go get your back touched. Whatever you need to do. And that's a part of like the mental health like homework. You gotta leave out here taking some things and implementing them in your daily routines, your weekly routines. Hygiene is crucial. Cut your toenails. Stop walking around with crusty toenails. It's winter. They're gonna create holes in your socks, and
Hard
then your
floor.
socks, it's just gonna be all bad. Cut your toenails. Come on, guys. Ain't nobody like ashy toes in the bed
100%.
crumbling on the feet. That's not cool. Let's
I would like
go.
looking
Having
like
miniature closet and shit.
the sniggle feet and shit.
Hey, yo, real thing, one thing. Just want to add one thing real quick. Uh, in order for you to build, right, you need to have a really, really, really strong foundation, right? You can't. I can't. How do I say this? I always have to make sure that I'm physically capable of being able to pick my son up. You know what I mean? So I always have to have some type of uh time reserved for yourself. You know what I mean? You have to always work on yourself no matter what. It's not selfish. You can't get carried away with it because you can easily get carried away with it. But you always have to make sure you have to take care of yourself because you always have to be strong at all times. You know, just that little bit of, just that you don't need that much. You know, you don't need that much. When you're in that, when you're benching, you just need that little bit of energy to just get that weight back on that last little rep. You know, you just need that little bit of energy. You know, that's all you need on reserve to just keep yourself, you know, focused and strong. So before you always do anything, always pay yourself first, if that makes sense, no matter what. Like, fuck everything else. Fuck the bills. Hey, on some real shit, fuck family. You need to take care of yourself first, bro. And you be surprised on what that heals by you just strengthening yourself, because then you just start leading by example. Damn, look at this food. Look at this big ass food, man. That food got style. That food's happy. Shit, I should be like that. And next thing you know, bro, you just changed someone's life without even exchanging words, dog. That fucking aura, that shit glows, homie. You go into a room, that presence is felt. You know what I mean? Because it's you in there with some shit, bro. It's, you know,
So
always have that little bit of reserve for yourself, no matter what. You know, it's not selfish, but it's just mandatory for your spirit, dog. You know, you always keep your spirit strong and you're good, bro. Without spirit, you ain't shit. You know, so always remember that shit. There's nothing wrong, bro, with just thinking about yourself. It's not selfish. You know, just keep yourself strong, bro. You know, it's real shit. All right, I'm done. I'm muted forever.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
Good times, good times.
Dang, I should have hopped in this chat earlier. What the hell have I been missing?
That goodness, man.
Yo, so I want to leave this open for anybody else that feels like sharing their week or anything that they have going on this week, or, you know, just generally maybe something that they're having mental health issues about. If not, nobody has nothing to share, I'll be happy to close the session for the night.
So I just finally wanted to interject tonight. Not very long at all, but I accepted a new job offer. It's probably the best thing that I've ever had the chance of doing my entire life, and it pays better than it ever has paid my entire life. And as you guys know, it's been quite the struggle between working remotely, not making enough pay, not feeling satisfied with my work. So that feels amazing. Um, and I was given some opportunities along the way, and so in turn, this allowed me to at least try to give somebody else an opportunity as well. Because as soon as I was done accepting my job offer, I was like, you know who would probably be good? And then I was like, let me contact that person, because someone once said, my name in a room of opportunities, and maybe it wasn't the best opportunity, but it was that building bridge that I needed. It was that building bridge that I needed, and it was that temporary place that allowed me to even push harder to get something that I know that I like and deserve and get paid for, and something that will satisfy me daily. And in a wonderful work environment, I walked in, guys, and they had a freaking ping pong table. What kind of job has a ping pong table like when you walk into the office environment? Like, come on. That's so tight. Like, even if I don't get to use it, even if I get to watch people play it, like, I'm gonna have a good time just watching them. So I think my take from what everyone's been saying, and we all go through it our different ways, is I've kind of stopped smoking a little bit too lately, because I also applied for a state job, and I just wanted to be clear-minded, and I want to be able to communicate clearly and effectively. And to be honest, like, the way that I was smoking, it was a little, mind clouding for a while there. And because I was kind of numbing a little bit of my extra thinking or emotions that I was going through, because my life has been pretty chaotic and it's all new to me, and my foundation is not good at all. So I'm at a point where I get the chance to take a jackhammer to my foundation and relay my foundation, because it's my life now. And I realize that. And like Uriel said, like, I don't have very many people, so I got me. I have to have me. But fortunately, I do have people that have noticed that I need support too. And they reach out to me, like my son, like, for example, during COVID, when they had to be at home doing schooling, like, one of his friends' parents was like, how about you drop him off to our house and the boys can do school together? That was so helpful, because at the time I was learning a brand new job and I was working home remote for the very first time, and juggling a needy kid who doesn't want to do online schooling was difficult for me, as well as learning a new job that had little to no human contact. So it's difficult for me to focus on a computer screen and stare out my kitchen window. I'm usually much more involved. So I think what all of this comes down to is, all of this is new for me. And with not smoking as much, like, maybe I don't have patience all the time either. But what it's teaching me is, it's teaching me to be patient. It's teaching me to pick my battles. It's teaching me to drive harder to get something that I deserve, like a better job, a better work-life balance. And I have me at the end of the day. I've been, like Mars said, even, like, it's forced me to be uncomfortable, and from uncomfortable, it's only making me grow even more. So I just wanted to wrap all that up, because everybody had excellent points, and I just, like, I could relate to all of them, especially all the turmoil with, I like making money. I got 4 jobs. I would like to have only 2. I would like to have work-life balance,
Fuck, we'd like to have only one at this point, that paid enough.
Right? Who wants to work that much? What the fuck? Like, who wants that
I
many
ain't trying to
jobs?
work at all. The fuck?
Right? Can we retire already? Like,
My
no.
dog Uriel owns 2 tattoo shops that are successful, but
That's so
9 times
fire.
stressful. You know what I mean?
And that's the other thing too. Like, I had to take a step back from doing studying, because I'm trying to get my life insurance license. I want to start selling life insurance. And in the very least, if I'm not selling life insurance, then I'm educating people who wouldn't normally get the education to take care of your own family and to take care of you. Because nobody told me about life insurance. Nobody told me that was a way to double my money and make sure that I had money in the bank for if I wanted to pay for medical expenses for me or for my family, whatever the heck I want to, you know? I could put a down payment on a house. I can pay for my kids' college. Like, there's so many things that I could do in the future by growing my money in a life insurance policy. But I had to take a step back from learning that for myself and learning for my future business because life was chaotic. But now that I'm in a better position where I'm going to make a lot more money, I'm going to open my own life insurance policy. And then I'll be glad to share any information if somebody needs that, because then that'll take some mental stress off of you guys too. There's definitely things like long-term care. Like, we don't think about like what happens when we do go through serious mental illness when we're older. Like, you need long-term care, and if you don't have that set up, it's really stressful for your family. So I wanted to speak towards that because I used to work in skilled nursing facility, and we had half long-term care patients, and we also had half physical rehabilitation patients, and Medi-Cal and Medicare doesn't cover everything. So you just got to keep grinding, and you just you have to want to live a healthier life for yourself. It's really what it comes down to. You may not be doing an amazing job today, but as long as you wake up and you're productive with something in your life and you're proactive towards your future, you did a great job today, even if you feel like shit. You know, like, for you guys, go get that haircut. For me, I'll go get my nails done. And that's sometimes
or lips.
Or lips.
Yeah, I had to say that, and that was the best respectful way to say that during this podcast. Thank you. If battle raps never helped me, that was the one time.
That was definitely the one time.
I'm Scottie Pippen. I'll alley-oop my dog Uriel Michael Jordan.
And like, Mara seen me at work today. Wow. And I'm dressed like up for work today, and she's like, "Oh, you look cute today." I'm like, "Great, I feel fabulous. Like, I'm about to have this bomb ass job next month." And then she was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go put my makeup on."
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I'm about to take a crazy job next month, and I feel like I've been very shut off on like working for people, and this fool just made me an offer I couldn't even turn down. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Excited. You wouldn't think that you'd be this excited, but it's like, fuck,
I'm
about
pumped. Yeah, like, you know how much, you know how many cool things.
For one job instead of 5.
Yeah, you know how many cool things I can do off of all the money that comes for the other businesses. I don't even have to touch the money that comes from the new job. The other business will pay for everything else that I want to do, and I don't even have to touch the money to pay my bills.
The cool part about the crappy job it's not crappy, it's just not my ideal job that I have right now.
You realize I can create my first crack brand, you know? No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm sorry, y'all. You gotta have humor in the world, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's called Amazing Hot Sauce. Tapatio.
Terpetillo. Holler at us.
I was trying to be like,
it's medicated.
A little.
It's medicated with CBD, but you know, if you want it with THC, just holler at me. You guys like that? Let's go. Listen,
thank you guys for sharing, everybody. I was waiting for tonight, but I did not realize how absolutely fucking crazy on fire that everyone's discussions were going to be tonight. And how we all just like, we intermingled, all of us. And it was amazing. I'm so excited. Like,
I want to leave this outlet open real quick before we just shut it all down. If anybody feels like speaking about anything they have going on this week, it doesn't have to compare to what's going on with the next person. I just want to hear if maybe your week has gone good or bad, and why it's gone good or bad, and what we could try to suggest or, you know, help you improve the week. All right. I'm going to leave it like that. I
Or
love
in
y'all.
reality, does anybody want help? Does anyone want to talk? Because outside of this environment, most of us are available too. If you need help, if you need support, reach out to whoever you feel
Yeah,
closest.
that's a big fact. Let me preach that. If you want to talk after the podcast, it's no problem. I think that's a great idea. And we're going to end it right now, literally in seconds. You guys are going to have the opportunity to just bullshit with me anyway. So I just, you don't ever have to share directly on the show. And if you do, we really appreciate you. With that being said, my name is Absurd. I am one of the co-founders of this Born Evil movement. And this is your mental health for 12/22/2021. There's only one more goddamn show of the year. And you should be here for it. Mental health is the most important thing in the world other than drug addiction. And I feel like we should be on top of this 24 hours a day, and we will be. We love y'all, appreciate y'all, and anything we can do to help celebrate folks' sobriety or anything of that matter, we will do. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week on Wednesday. And you know the fucking vibes, man. It's Big BE. We love y'all. We'll take care of our family, dog. We don't let nobody go without. All right? Look at Uriel's blue beanie. All right? Look at this blue beanie. Look at it. Hold on. Right there. Look at that smiling face. He's a champion, bro. We're going to see y'all next week. Thank you so much for everything. Have a blessed, great night, and a Merry Christmas. What the fuck?